Let me tell you something most people are too scared to believe. You can become a millionaire in just 30 days, yes. 1 month, but it won't come by luck, and it won't come by waiting. It starts with you. Your mindset, your decisions, your action. The problem is not the world. The problem is that most people have millionaire dreams with minimum wage habits. You cannot expect $1 million life if you're only putting in 10 worth of effort. Let's be clear, money follows speed. It follows boldness. It follows people who wake up every day with a laser focus on solving problems. Do you want to make millions? Then stop chasing money. Start creating value. Look around. What problem can you solve right now? What do people complain about? What can you fix, build, improve, or simplify? Use what you already have. Your smartphone is $1 million business tool. Social media is a marketplace. Your skill, your story, your knowledge. Someone out there is willing to pay for it. But here's the catch. For the next 30 days, you have to be obsessed, not interested. Obsessed. No parties, no distractions, just vision and action. That's how millionaires are born. And if you're serious, truly serious, you won't just chase this speech for motivation. You'll get up, plan, act, build, sell, fail, and try again and again. Because in 1 month, you can change everything if you dare. Before you ever see $1 million in your bank account, you need to see it in your mind. The world doesn't give you what you want. It gives you what you expect. And the truth is, most people never expect to become millionaires. They hope for it, they daydream about it, but they never believe it. That's the difference between someone who gets rich and someone who stays stuck. A millionaire is not someone with a fat wallet. A millionaire is someone with a trained mind. You want to be a millionaire in 1 month? Then start by thinking like one today. Millionaires don't look for comfort. They look for growth. They don't focus on saving a few cents. They focus on earning in thousands. They don't ask, is it risky? They ask, is it worth it? Your mindset is your compass. It decides what you pay attention to, how fast you move, and how much you believe you deserve. A poor mindset wakes up thinking, I hope I survive today. A millionaire mindset wakes up thinking, how do I dominate today? People with a poor mindset see problems as burdens. People with a millionaire mindset see them as business opportunities. Where others run away, they lean in. Where others give up, they get creative. This is not motivation. This is strategy. Because money doesn't come to the smartest. It comes to the boldest. It comes to those who are emotionally and mentally conditioned to handle it. Your thoughts become your words. Your words become your actions. Your actions become your habits. Your habits shape your reality. If you want to build $1 million life, start by building $1 million habits. Think about how you speak about money. Do you say things like, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive? That language trains your brain to see limits. Replace it. Say, how can I afford that? Or what value can I create to earn that? That one shift opens your mind to solutions, not restrictions. The millionaire mindset is not just positive thinking, it's strategic thinking. It asks powerful questions. What problem can I solve today that people will pay for? What value do I already have that I can multiply? Who do I need to become to reach that next level? Millionaires aren't born lucky. They're built with discipline, vision, and resilience. While most people spend their time complaining, the millionaire mind is busy creating. While most people fear judgment, the millionaire mind is launching ideas. While others chase fast pleasure, the millionaire mind delays gratification to build something bigger. And this isn't just about money. This is about how you carry yourself. Your attitude, your focus, your emotional strength. Millionaires invest time into learning, growing, and understanding the game. They study markets, trends, behavior, and human needs. They don't wait for the perfect time. They make time obey them. They don't blame the economy. They learn how to move through it. A millionaire mindset makes decisions fast. It doesn't overthink every small risk. It calculates, acts, adjusts, and scales. That's how momentum is built. Every day is an opportunity, not an obstacle. Time is currency. They don't waste it. They know that one powerful decision today could unlock a chain of wealth tomorrow. You don't need a rich background. You don't need connections. You don't need to be a genius. What you need is belief, hunger, focus, and the courage to act like the person who already has it. When you truly believe you're meant for more, you'll stop acting like less. You'll move differently. You'll speak differently. You'll treat your ideas, your time, your value with respect. That's when your actions start aligning with your vision. That's when you stop playing small. That's when you shift from hoping for 1,000,000 to building it step by step, decision by decision, day by day, thought by thought. If you want to become a millionaire, don't start by asking, how do I make money? Start by asking, what real problem can I solve? The biggest money in the world follows the biggest pain. If you can find the pain, understand the pain, and solve the pain, money will chase you. Not the other way around. Look around you. Every product you use, every app you open, every service you pay for, they all exist because someone somewhere solved a problem. That's it. That's the formula. You don't need to reinvent the world. You just need to make something a little easier, a little faster, a little more efficient, a little more valuable. And if the problem is real enough, if it keeps people up at night, drains their time, wastes their energy, or causes them stress, and you create a solution, you just wrote yourself a check. Too many people chase ideas that look cool, but solve nothing. Don't waste time building what nobody needs. Find the need, and then build. Don't dream in a vacuum. Listen to people. Pay attention to complaints. Complaints are the raw gold of business. When someone says, I hate how long this takes, or why is this so expensive, or this always breaks, that's not a rant, that's a business plan. That's your opportunity knocking. The difference between dreamers and millionaires is this: dreamers chase passion. Millionaires chase problems and then inject passion into the solution. Don't build just for you. Build for the market. What do they struggle with? What do they wish someone would fix? What wastes their time, causes frustration, or costs them money? You don't need to be the smartest. You just need to care enough to listen and bold enough to take action. You don't even need to invent something brand new. You can take an existing solution and make it better, faster, cheaper, more personal, more reliable, more convenient. Some of the richest people on earth didn't create new categories. They just solved old problems in a new way. Don't fall in love with the product. Fall in love with the pain it solves. A great business doesn't force people to buy. It makes them feel stupid if they don't. It gives them back their time, their confidence, their energy. It gives them results, real value, real impact. And when you deliver real value, people don't think twice about paying. Here's the truth. Solving a problem doesn't always require millions of dollars or a fancy office. Sometimes all it takes is insight, execution. Creativity. People are busy. They'll pay you for anything that makes their life easier. Save them 10 hours a week. That's value. Help them get clients. That's value. Protect their health, fix their home, manage their stress. That's value. The market rewards those who bring clarity, comfort, and convenience. Think about Uber. It solved a simple problem waiting for a taxi. Think about Airbnb. It solved a travel problem. Think about Grammarly. It solved a writing problem. Simple tools, solving daily frustrations, turning into billion-dollar empires. That's the power of solving something real. And don't wait for a perfect idea. Start by solving one tiny problem for one person. Then scale it. Serve 10 people, then 100, then 1,000. With every new level, improve, refine. Systemize. Problems don't disappear. They evolve. So must your solutions. Money is the byproduct of usefulness. If you're useful, you're paid. If you're highly useful, you're highly paid. And if you become indispensable, if your solution becomes something people need, not just want, you don't even compete anymore. You lead in today's world. Speed wins, not perfection. The ones who move fast, who launch fast, who fail fast, who learn fast, they are the ones who win. If you're sitting around waiting for the perfect plan, the perfect design, the perfect moment, you've already lost. Perfection is procrastination in disguise. Speed is power. And in a world that changes by the hour, if you're not fast, you're irrelevant. People who wait to perfect everything end up perfecting nothing. You don't need all the answers. You don't need the best gear, the best website, or the perfect logo. You need momentum. You need energy. You need action. The best entrepreneurs don't build castles in their minds. They build minimum versions, test fast, and improve fast. They let the market tell them what works. They let results guide refinement. While perfectionists are still stuck planning, action takers are collecting data, feedback, and revenue. Speed creates feedback. Feedback creates growth. Growth leads to mastery. But you only get that when you stop waiting and start moving. The world rewards the doer, not the dreamer. People don't pay for your potential. They pay for your performance. You could spend weeks thinking about how to build the perfect course, or you could launch a rough version in 3 days, get your first 10 customers, and improve as you go. While you're obsessing over details, someone else is dominating the market with speed. Every big success story you admire started fast. They didn't wait until they had everything figured out. They made the leap and built the plane on the way down. Look at every major platform, product, or movement. Their first version was rough, basic, full of flaws. But it was out there. And because it was out there, it could evolve. If it's not launched, it doesn't exist. Period. People can't pay you for what's in your head. They can only pay you for what's in their hands. Speed is a mindset. It's not about being reckless. It's about being ruthless with your time. It means prioritizing progress over perfection. Done is better than perfect. Action is better than theory. Results are better than ideas. Every day you spend thinking is a day lost you can always polish later. But only if there's something to polish. The most successful people today are not necessarily the smartest. They're the fastest to test, to learn, to pivot. They build momentum while everyone else is stuck imagining. And once you have momentum, everything gets easier. Speed attracts attention. It builds confidence. It builds resilience. When you move fast, you build a rhythm, a flow that keeps you ahead of those still waiting to feel ready. Your biggest enemy is overthinking. Your biggest weapon is decision-making. Decide quickly. Act quickly. Reflect quickly. Adjust quickly. That's how you multiply results in less time. Instead of building a perfect business in 6 months, build a decent one in 6 days, test it, and improve it in real time. You'll be 10x ahead of the perfectionist who's still sketching logos and color palettes. Your time is limited. The faster you move, the more cycles you get to test, learn, and grow. Success is not a straight line. It's a loop. Try, learn, improve, repeat. The faster you go through that loop, the faster you win. Don't waste months planning what could be done in hours. Don't spend days editing a video that nobody's even seen yet. Launch it, then fix it. Sell it, then improve it. Publish it, then perfect it. Speed is not about chaos. It's about clarity. It's about knowing that progress beats perfection, that motion creates opportunity, and that waiting kills dreams. While others chase flawless, you chase flow. You don't need to invent something from scratch to become a millionaire. You don't need a factory. You don't need to own land. You don't even need a massive budget. What you do need is awareness. Awareness of what tools already exist around you and how to use them to your advantage. In today's world, becoming rich doesn't require building everything yourself. It requires leveraging everything that's already been built. There are platforms right now with millions, even billions of users ready to buy, learn, connect, and engage. Amazon, YouTube, Instagram, TikTok, Shopify, Fiverr, Upwork, Teachable, Gumroad, Etsy. They've already done the hard work. They've built the traffic. They've built the trust. They've built the infrastructure. You don't need to create your own road. You just need to drive on one that's already there. If you're trying to make money from nothing, then stop trying to do everything yourself. Use the tools that are already proven. Want to sell a product? Don't waste time building an expensive website. Use Shopify. Use Etsy. Use Facebook Marketplace. Want to teach something? Don't spend months developing a platform. Upload it to Udemy. Host it on Teachable. Start a YouTube channel and monetize it later. There are plug and play platforms that allow you to scale instantly if you move fast and use them wisely. Think about it. 10 years ago, you needed a huge team to build a business. Today, you need a smartphone and Wi-Fi. That's your new office. That's your new storefront. You can record a video in your room and reach millions. You can design a product on Canva and sell it worldwide. You can offer a skill on Fiverr and get paid by clients across the globe. You're not limited by geography, capital, or connections. You're only limited by your creativity and your willingness to use what's already available. Excuses disappear when you realize what's at your fingertips. Don't know how to code? No problem. Use drag and drop website builders. Don't have a team? Automate with tools like Zapier and Notion. Don't know how to market? Learn it on YouTube for free. You are living in the most empowered generation in history. But the question is, are you using the tools or are you ignoring them? Most people spend hours scrolling through social media, consuming nonsense. The millionaire mindset looks at the same platforms and thinks, how can I use this to sell? How can I use this to build my audience? How can I turn this attention into income? The difference isn't the tool, it's the user. It's the intention. Some people use Instagram to waste time. Others use it to make 6 figures a month through brand deals, digital products, and coaching. You don't need to own the store. Just open a booth in the mall that already exists. You don't need to create your own market. Just show up in the one that's already crowded. Tap into what people are already using, already trusting, already buying from. That's how you scale fast. That's how you go from idea to income in days, not months. Want to launch a book? Use Amazon Kindle Direct Publishing. Want to host an event? Use Eventbrite. Want to offer your voice as a service? Use Voices.com. Want to sell templates, tools, or designs? Use Gumroad or Creative Market. These platforms are shortcuts. They are power tools. And power tools in the hands of someone focused, hungry, and committed can build empires from thin air. Success doesn't come from doing 100 different things halfway. It comes from doing one thing with total commitment, relentless focus, and unbreakable obsession. You don't need 10 ideas. You need one mission, and you need to go all in on it like your life depends on it. Because the truth is, if your focus is divided, your results will be too. Look at the most successful people in the world, in business, in sports, in entertainment. They didn't chase everything. They chose something. Then they went deep. They went narrow. They went all the way in. When you focus on one thing with obsession, you begin to master it. And mastery is where the money lies. The world doesn't reward average. The world rewards dominance. And you only become dominant when you give something your full, undistracted attention. Most people fail because they get distracted by shiny things. One week they're starting a YouTube channel, next week it's drop shipping, then it's crypto, then it's coaching, then they're burned out and broke. That's not ambition. That's chaos. That's confusion disguised as productivity. You can't build an empire when your foundation keeps changing every week. Pick a direction, plant your flag, and build like you mean it. Obsession isn't a bad thing. It's a superpower, if you use it right. When you're obsessed, you don't quit after one failure. You don't get discouraged when things are slow. You stay locked in. You wake up thinking about it. You go to sleep planning for it. You keep tweaking, testing, learning, improving. You become so immersed in it that everyone else starts noticing. That's when you become known. That's when you create momentum. Your focus is your fuel. The more you dilute it, the weaker your results become. If you want to be a millionaire, act like it. And millionaires don't bounce from idea to idea like ping pong balls. They build one thing deep, wide, solid, and then scale it. Once it's strong, then and only then they branch out. But in the beginning, laser, tunnel vision, obsession. You don't need permission to start. You need clarity. What problem are you solving? What skill are you offering? What product are you selling? Once you lock in on it, stop browsing. Stop comparing. Go to work. Go deeper. Learn every angle of it. Understand the market. Understand the audience. Understand the game better than anyone else playing it. People respect specialists. They trust the one who lives in the space, not the one who hops around looking for the fastest route. There is no fast lane to mastery, but there is a focused lane. And once you master your lane, people pay more. They listen more, they follow more, because they see you're not dabbling, you're devoted. And devotion is rare. Every hour you spend bouncing between 5 ideas is an hour stolen from your breakthrough. Every time you say yes to a distraction, you say no to momentum. Focus turns ideas into income. Obsession turns talent into mastery. The people who win are not the ones with the best ideas. They're the ones who can lock in for the longest. Obsession turns ordinary people into leaders, experts, and millionaires. It makes you study when others party. It makes you practice when others quit. It makes you refine your offer, your message, your value until it becomes irresistible. When you focus on one thing long enough, deep enough, with enough fire, you start to see things no one else can see. You start solving problems others miss. You start creating results that others think are impossible. That's when the market shifts toward you. That's when your name becomes a brand. That's when the world starts to notice. In conclusion, becoming a millionaire in 1 month is not a fantasy. It's a challenge, a mindset shift, a radical demand for clarity, speed, and execution. The truth is, the tools, the platforms, the problems, and the people are already there. What's missing is your focus, your obsession, your action. Most people spend years planning and never launch. But those who lock in, solve real problems, move fast, and use what already exists, they don't need a decade. They need 30 days of ruthless execution and unshakable belief. You don't need to be perfect. You need to be relentless. You don't need millions of followers. You need a real solution to a real problem and the courage to put it in front of people now. Pick one thing. Go all in. Use every tool available. Ignore the noise. Build value. Deliver results, and above all, believe it's possible. Because it is. You just have to stop thinking like everyone else and start acting like the person who's already made it. This is not about hype. This is about hunger. If you treat the next 30 days like your life depends on it, the next 30 years will never be the same.